I don't remember what we did. I swear there are blue gems in the middle here, so I don't know what the deal is. Oh, I forgot the escape them spell too. Okay. We also have to look for buttons while we're out. So, oh, here we go. Notes. Fantastic. All right. Oh no, we don't want to quit the game. Whoops. All right. So we gotta get stuff in Winky and Quadling Country. Winky's up top. Let's go.
All this clean mountain air is killing me. How do people stand it? Give me the city any day.
All right. Yeah, those are a nice touch.
Blue flowers in yellow Winky country. From what I've read, that's almost impossible.
I mean, maybe you'd like steal some soil.
70%.
Is that so much to ask? After all, think of all the work I've done on your behalf. You arrived here with nothing. Look what you've achieved.
There's a similar situation to this one in, what was it?
Token of your appreciation.
Bear with me.
You do appreciate what I've done, don't you?
This is also the plot to, Don't You Want Me by Human League.
It hasn't rained in months. They need the help.
Oh, there's a button there,
If I
okay.
give you 70%, I'll have barely enough left over to keep this place open.
Then it appears you have a choice to make. My assistant will come by to collect later. Good day.
Alright, so Playboy Frog is out. Usually there's only one button per area, so it's not too bad.
Are you Miss Cake?
That's me. Would you like a table?
No, I'm not here to eat. My name is Petra. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Remind me to wrap up the night with some knowledge pills, too. Alright. Looking for something called a
I'm
keystone.
looking for something called a keystone.
Okay,
Have you heard of it?
it's been a couple weeks. I forgot they read the
No, I
responses.
haven't, but I'm new to the area, so I'm not the one to ask.
You're from Munchkin country. Not that I needed to ask. Nobody would dress like that unless they were from Munchkin country.
Like a diner waitress?
Me, Munchkin farm girl, born and bred.
Alright.
What brought you here from Munchkin country?
The mountains, of course. Munchkin country will always be home, but it's so flat and boring.
Any recent
Did an
expeditions?
expedition team come into town recently?
I don't know. I only got here a few months ago.
Oh, this is where, what's-his-futs would have been looking for the wand.
What sort of restaurant is this?
The diner,
Well, I
baby.
can cook just about anything, but my specialty is Munchkin cuisine.
Really?
They can't get Munchkin food here in the Winky Mountains, so I'm bringing it to them.
How are you doing that?
Trade secret.
Who was that frog?
Oh, the Frogman. He's just a customer.
Just the frogman, okay.
You looked pretty upset when you were talking to him.
Upset? No, not
Can I
me.
steal this pie?
Things couldn't be better.
Well, I've got a dash.
Sure, come back anytime.
For anything else interactive before we peace out. Oh, okay. Got some intel at least.
Yes? Who are you?
I'm Petra.
I'm the sawhorse.
You're made out of wood.
I like the gap with the saddle above it. It's cute.
It's hard not to.
I thought my new shape would hide it, but people still notice. It's hard to be taken seriously when you're made out of wood.
Don't I know it?
You're really made of wood.
Do you mind? It's kind of a sensitive subject.
Sorry.
Oh, is that the
Thanks for
Tin
your
Man?
time.
I was saying last time we hadn't
Looks like
run
Shaggy's
into them
dump
yet.
garage passed its yearly inspection. Nice to see some people obeying the rules.
Ugh. Every now and then there's just a reminder that she's a cop. Yep, Tin Man. All right, confirmed.
Hey, are you in charge around here?
That depends. Who are you?
So it's like the core cast from the original movie accounted for, I think. Yeah, because we ran into Toto, we ran into the Scarecrow, the Lion's a dick. Yeah.
I'm Petra, and I'm the one asking the questions.
Is that supposed to be tough talk?
Yes.
Yes?
Not bad. Needs work, but not bad.
All right. Appreciate it for my
Petra,
efforts.
my name's Chopper. Nick Chopper.
Do you have a brother named Richard?
Call me the Tin Man.
Okay. Oh.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I know. The names people come up with. You'd think they'd have a bit more respect for their governor.
You're the governor of Winky Country.
You got it. Put in charge after the Wicked Witch of the West got her ticket punched.
I mean, I guess there's a lot of lumber here, so
Me.
it would make sense.
I'm looking for something called the Keystone.
You are, huh?
Do you know where it is?
Me? No. Never heard of it.
His VA sounds familiar, too.
Did an expedition party come here recently?
Those guys? Yeah, they came here acting like they owned the joint.
Blowing my nose before the stream.
They
Oof.
rented my horse for the day.
Maybe when we
and
hit
went off
break.
into the mountains.
Did they find anything?
That would make sense. The lumberjacking Tin Man would have a sawhorse.
Mind.
I get it
The guys
now.
that went with him, they disappeared.
Dead.
What happened to the expedition party?
Don't know. Scared the sawhorse pretty good, whatever it was. He won't talk about it.
Okay. We might. I feel like we're gonna need something to bribe the sawhorse.
I'm not.
Thought I saw
got my
a
own
twinkle over
problems.
here. Yeah.
I need to know where the expedition went. Can your horse take me?
Sure he can, but he's not going to.
Why's that?
First of all, he's scared stiff of whatever was out there. Second of all, I need him here.
What do you know about the Keystone?
I never heard of it before.
Let's change the subject.
Might as well. I don't know anything about a keystone.
I feel like he's lying.
Tell me about yourself, Nick.
That's Governor Chopper to you. And I ain't got nothing to say.
I just want to ask a few questions. You don't have to answer.
Go ahead and ask then.
What are you drinking?
This?
Also, I just realized the roof of this place looks like a Pizza Hut.
Ah,
Kinda.
hard stuff.
It gets me through the day.
How did you get to be governor?
There wasn't anybody qualified after the witch died. So I got chosen.
Power vacuum. Nice.
After being ruled by the witch, they wanted someone with a kind heart.
And they chose you?
Things were different back then.
Maybe you should take it easy on the oil. Too much of that can be bad for you.
I don't think he
Did you come
cares.
here to talk or to nag? I could say something about your hat, but I won't.
What's wrong with my hat?
Nothing. Just like there's nothing wrong with my drinking.
What do you do as governor?
Huh. I don't even know myself.
Pardon me.
I'm supposed to be in charge, I guess. But ever since the war, I got corrupted just like everybody else.
Scooting a window out of the way. Hold up. Well, two windows. Boop. All right. Oh, resume. There we go.
What kind of corruption?
Forget I said that. That was the oil talking.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Again, I gotta Get some fact pills when we
I'd
get
like
back to
to know more
town.
about this area.
What do you think I am, a tourist bureau?
Because they might have something
Just a
on
few
file about him.
Well, make it quick.
Alright.
What can you tell me about
Let's
this
get our
town?
expedition dump and then
Slow.
start moving around.
It's small. Quiet. I like it that way. People don't remember, but this used to be where the Wicked Witch's castle once stood.
Really?
We knocked it down and built this town in its place.
Also, now that I'm seeing the button there, I gotta watch
Tell me about Shaggy's garage.
for more
Shaggy's
window-based
a little off in the head, but he's the best Gump guy
buttons
in
in
Oz.
some of the areas, so I
don't
don't
know what
remember
his secret
finding
is,
one.
but Gumps come from all over the kingdom and get serviced here.
What's the diner like?
Wish I could tell you, but I'm not much for eating. People seem to like it, although they say it's kind of different. It's munchkin food, you know.
I haven't had Munchkin food in years.
Well, now's your chance.
Let's talk about something else.
Or about
Sure.
nothing. Oh,
Is that
The
your
horse.
horse?
there we go.
He's called the Sawhorse. And yes, he's mine. Talk to him, if you want.
We'll talk more later.
If you say so.
Alright, button me. A 4-7, there we go. Hope. See if I can't get anything more out of him.
Yeah.
The governor tells me you know where the expedition team went.
I don't talk about that.
Can you take me to where they went?
No, absolutely not. I don't want anything to do with that place.
What place?
I said I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, we're probably have
Thanks
to
for your time.
bribe him or whatever. Doors marked private. If I want to talk to Shaggy, should go to the main entrance. Okay.
Shaggy, Shaggy, Shaggy. You
He's
wound,
boombastic.
you hurt me deeply. Haven't I always been good to you? Didn't I help you start your business? Yeah, but, And have I asked for much in return? Think of where you'd be without me. You were eager for my help when you started, and now you want to refuse me? I didn't have much, choice, did I? There's always a choice. You can either pay me what you owe, or you don't. Just be prepared to accept.
Does any section of this country not have a protection racket going on somewhere?
I understand.
Oh, button.
Good.
How many I rolled once? We got 6 of 7. Alright. We're getting somewhere.
Looks like Shaggy's Gump Garage passed its yearly inspection.
Gump heads cold lifeless and waiting to be brought to life. Okay. Yep. Tools of Shaggy's. Bits of Gump. Bunch of junk. Don't want any of it. The couch part.
Are you Shaggy?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do you for?
I'm Petra. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
I'm looking for a keystone. Ever hear of it?
No. Well, I don't think so.
Alright.
Did an expedition party come here recently?
The, one from, the Emerald City?
I guess.
They came here?
Uh-huh. I, stored their gump. They never came back for it.
Dead.
I had to, sell it.
What is this
Sell
place?
to who? We're not going to follow up on that?
Gump Garage. I fix and, store gumps.
I've heard stories about gump construction. They were built and then sprinkled with life powder. I assume you're licensed to use life powder?
You
Yeah,
saw the certificate.
Of course. Certificate's on the, wall.
Alright.
Can you tell me anything about the Tin Man?
Also, I should probably ask Cake about the Tin Man, too.
He's the governor.
He does a good job?
Yeah, sure. I have no complaints.
What do you know about Miss Cake?
She's nice. She makes this terrific pie made from blueberries.
Of course it's blueberries.
Blueberries?
They
Blueberries.
come from Munchkin country. She somehow makes them grow here. Oh, it's pretty amazing.
I feel like it'd probably be like a soil transplant issue, like just bring some from home.
What happened to your stammer?
What?
When you talked about Miss Cake, your stammer disappeared.
What, stammer?
That stammer.
So, I don't, talk so good. You don't need to, make fun.
Who is that frog?
Frogman. He's, a customer.
You built him a gump?
Yes.
When someone stumbles over their words, it usually means they're lying.
Not necessarily.
On the other hand, stumbles over all his words.
Okay, fair enough.
So he's either lying all the time, a horrible speaker, or both.
You don't have to be ableist about it.
Tell me more about Miss Cake.
Why? Is she in trouble?
No, at least I don't think so.
She's new to town. She's done nothing wrong. I'm sure of that.
Your stammer disappeared again.
What? Well, what do you mean?
Oh, never mind. His stammer goes away whenever he talks about Miss Cake. Interesting. See you around, Shaggy.
Sure.
So, how much did you extort today?
Extort? I do not extort. I merely
Okay,
for
he's
services.
talking shit, not
You just watch your
in
back,
cahoots.
Frogman.
You just remember who is really in charge here, Governor. Good night to you.
Alright. Okay, yeah, so there's a blue arc. Maybe there's 5 chapters and not 4.
Governor Chopper?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
You're kidding, right? Everyone knows the Frogman.
Do they, though? I
I'm
don't.
from around here. I don't know him.
Well, consider yourself lucky.
Guy's a douche.
Who is he?
If you asked him, he's a a businessman.
What kind of business?
Frog business.
Protection business.
I was right about that.
Ah, the old protection racket. Some things never go out of style. So he's a mobster.
You said it, not me.
Why are you so afraid of him?
Afraid? Who said I was afraid?
You know, it seemed pretty nonchalant, so.
You're supposed to be in charge.
I do like the design of his jacket.
That's simple.
The kind of throwback
I might
to
be
the
in charge, but that guy's in
classic
control.
Tin Man look shoulders.
What does he control?
He controls half the businesses in Winky Country and pays off the other half. He's got everyone under his thumb, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Why haven't you arrested him?
Because I'm not a cop, I'm a
If
governor.
I'm in there, it's not just the Frogman I'm hurting. He controls countless businesses, and if he goes down, they all go down.
So, if they do business with the mobster, they deserve what they get.
Easy enough to say. But the Winky people are simple people. They just want to live their lives in peace. They deal with the Frogman because it makes their lives easier.
And if they didn't?
The power of convenience, baby.
And a lot shorter.
So you do nothing.
Hey, you think I haven't tried? There's no concrete proof.
Okay, so we need evidence for that?
Everything up in court for years. And then all of Winky Country gets dragged through the mud.
So all you need is proof.
Not just proof. We need airtight, solid evidence.
So
That
probably
old
his books or
silver apron's no
something.
chance of it ending up in court.
Let's make a deal. I get the evidence, and then you tell me where the expedition party went.
Are you serious?
Do I look like someone who jokes?
Huh. Why not?
All
Sure,
right.
kid. I'll make that deal. If you can pull that off, I'll let you do anything you want.
How do I get to
Anything?
him?
Ask the sawhorse. He'll take you.
Okay. I'm gonna look around town before we visit the Frogman, though.
Where does the frogman live?
He's got a villa in the mountains. The sawhorse can take you. Just ask him.
Anything I should be prepared for?
The frogman is a slippery one. He's always got a trick up his sleeve, one way or the other.
Also, a thin coating of slime.
Prepared for anything.
Does he work with anyone?
He's got an assistant living with him. If you speak to him, you'll have to go through her.
Okay.
Anything you can tell me about her?
No.
Thanks.
Nothing.
No. Just leave it, all right?
I think I touched a nerve.
Used to be his assistant, probably. Or he's got
Change
feelings
the
for her.
subject.
With pleasure.
Okay.
We'll talk more later.
If you say so.
Just pausing real quick to see if there's any other buttons hanging out. Alright, I want to see if she's got any commentary on Shaggy.
Miss Cake,
Hi, Petra.
what can you tell me about Nick Chopper, the governor?
Oh, the Tin Man? He seems nice enough, but just between you and me, he doesn't act like a real governor.
How so?
Well, look at him, standing around drinking all day.
That's pretty normal for a lot of governors. Just ask
He
Toronto.
has a good reason to drink.
Nothing could be that bad.
How well do you know Shaggy, the gump mechanic?
That funny man next door?
That's the one.
He comes in here sometimes, but we've never really talked. He hardly says a word.
I'm here to investigate the Frogman. Is there anything you
There's
can
definitely some sort of, well, it feels like there's some sort of crush going on.
Whatever for.
There's a chance he might be up to something illegal.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Are you sure? Why is he taking 70% of your earnings?
Who said he was?
You did. I heard you.
You are mistaken. I never said that.
Why doesn't anyone ever tell me what I want to know?
You're kind of annoying, honestly.
Sure, come back anytime.
I know it's kind of her job to be, but still. Alright, anything else we can look at
Back
here?
in my army days, I used to patrol those mountains. Now, I prefer just to forget them.
Okay. Door's locked. Door's locked. Can we go further into town? No. Oh,
That path stretches on for miles and goes straight up into the mountains.
okay.
Call me a city slicker, but I'm not going up that path without some transportation.
Alright. Let's Sawhorse.
Sawhorse,
Yeah,
can you take me to the Frogman's villa?
it's okay with the boss, so hop on.
Oh, side saddle. How ladylike.
There's a light on. There must be someone up there. Sweet Lurline, would you look at the size of that place?
Looks like a bunch of loaves of
You could fit
bread.
my entire office on the front lawn.
Looking for glimmers. Nothing's really grabbed my attention, though. Oh, I thought we'd have something to talk about here. My bad. We'll head back.
Sawhorse,
Yeah,
can you take me to...
it's okay with...
I do kind of like that she like hangs on for a second because there's no stirrups. Like she's clearly strong enough to mount and dismount, but isn't entirely confident about it. Alright, can we look at the flowers? No.
Hello?
Hello.
Well, this is
My
the
name
assistant.
Petra. I'm here to see the Frogman.
What is this regarding?
Alright.
I'm here to discuss a business proposition with him.
Do you have an appointment?
Do I need one?
Let's find out. Come with me.
Okay.
Yes, Nimmy?
Miss Petra is here to see you, sir.
Is she? All right, send her in.
I guess we don't.
Are you the Frogman?
I do love this incredibly boring portrait.
And you are Petra from the Emerald City.
What makes you think that?
My man's got intel.
You don't exactly blend in, do you?
I had no idea I was that obvious.
You're wearing green.
I hate the countryside. I stick out like a sore thumb. Say what you like about the city, but I fit in there.
I mean, you could have changed clothes before you came, but...
I'm looking for something called a keystone.
A keystone. Sounds fascinating.
It's supposed to be in the area.
Oh, is that
I
so?
don't know where this bust
I've
is.
never heard of it.
I saw you talking to Nick Chopper.
The Tin Governor? Yes, I see him often. What of it?
It sounded like you were threatening him.
Threats? The very idea. I am a law-abiding citizen like anybody else.
Who was that woman that brought me up here?
That was Nimi Ami, my personal assistant. A very capable woman.
Is me being from the Emerald City a problem?
Not at all. I was just making an observation. I have nothing but fondness for the city. I just wouldn't be caught dead living there.
Could also be an intimidation tactic.
The city's not all bad.
Too noisy and crowded
That
for
he,
my
like,
taste. Besides,
called her
the
out
city's
before she
so
even
full
showed
of
up.
green. How would someone like me stand out?
He definitely had a point there. What sort of work do you do?
Me? I'm a gentleman of leisure.
Don't you see the bathroom?
Now I know that's a
That's
lie.
for leisuring.
Is it now?
Leasing?
Not many are brave enough to say that to my face. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't throw you out of here.
Maybe we could help each other.
Help me, huh? In what way can you help me?
I have no idea. This was a
I'm
complete bluff.
resourceful. I can get things done. You need someone to get their hands dirty. I'm your girl.
You make a good point.
I do?
However, what makes you qualified to join my business?
I've got something nobody else has.
What's
Gun.
A magic license.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
that? Fake, I'm sure.
No, it's legit. Given to me by Queen Ozma herself.
Ha! Perhaps you'd like to sell me the Winky Ravine while you're at it.
I mean, I
I'm
wouldn't say
being
no.
sincere. I have connections. We can help each other.
You want to help me? All right. Use your so-called connections to smuggle something out of the...
Okay, so they are going to send me back.
What kind of something?
Something of dubious magical quality.
Well,
You mean it's a magic artifact?
why? What?
Could be.
Okay, what's the dubious part of that?
For Nimiami. You get that from me, then maybe we can deal.
Okay.
Why do you need me to do that? Surely you've got smugglers of your own.
I mean, I guess it's probably gonna be just talk to Jack and shove it in the pumpkin unless it's too large.
You could find a willing gump to fly stuff in and out of the city for you, but not anymore. Now it's all done by boat. It's safer, but it takes forever.
Especially when the
If
boats
your
don't quite
license
manage to make
is
it.
legit, you can fly in, grab the stuff, and fly out with no trouble.
Okay.
Is smuggling part of your business?
It's never been proven.
You never slipped up.
He's good.
Not once.
Why do you care?
I just want to make sure I'm working for someone who knows what he's doing.
You're not working for me yet.
All right, I'll do it. What do I need to get?
There's a black market dealer in the city. She's known as the Patchwork Girl.
Yeah, okay, we know her.
Know her?
You could say that.
Find her. Tell her I sent you. Then bring back whatever she gives you. You got it?
No problem.
I'm probably gonna scoot over to the red territory as well to see if there's anything we can grab before I do
Thank
that,
you for
though.
your time, Miss Ami.
Good evening.
Actually, I'm gonna go back and check down the path real quick.
Sawhorse,
Yeah,
can you take me to the...
it's okay.
You know, it's probably just a quick interaction. Like commentary. Okay. So there's two paths here.
I'm not walking all the way back down the mountain.
Alright,
Not
fine.
when I've got a trusty sawhorse to do it for me.
Okay, Gump stand, back to town, or go to the red. Quadling, okay.
Ah, Cutter. I was just looking over some of these books you teleported over from Oz.
You know what they say, Your Highness. Know your enemy.
And what is it that you know of our enemy?
I know that the Spirit Rod has entered both Winky and Quadling countries now.
Okay.
Oh, they really are doing it. They are trying to free the remaining witches.
It appears that way,
I
sir.
don't know if the font color for this guy was the best choice. It's
My boy.
kind of bleeding into the
I know
background
it hasn't
there.
been easy for you growing up as you are.
I wear my deformity with pride, Your Highness. If it helps the Phanphasm cause, I'm all for it.
Oh, that's right, yeah, he's a human Phanphasm.
In the days to come, I will need a regent to sit on the throne of the Emerald City. I would like that regent to be you.
Me? I am honored.
Think nothing of it. Get back to work.
It's cool that he's thinking ahead.
All
The
defense.
subjects of the Emerald City would
Foremost.
be a little more accepting of someone humanoid, I would think. Considered to be Oz's natural preserve, trees grow like wildfire. Then why isn't the Tin Man there? And animals of all shapes and sizes from the land. Some might consider that a good thing, but I've never been a fan of nature. I do not like you. Alright. Woo! Alright, button here. Alright, we have all the emerald ones now. We got a tower. Can't say much for the decor, but at least it's a sign of civilization in this backwards place. Oh, gosh, he's gonna drive me up a fucking wall, isn't he? The Great Mombi. See her live. Come witness the magnificence of the mighty Mombi tonight.
Mombi, baby, just relax. You're my star attraction, and I'll do whatever it takes to make you happy.
Get rid of that wizard, then.
Wizard.
Mombi, sweetheart, you're the tops. But you know I can't do that. He's allowed to be here as much as you.
His presence irritates me.
Mombi, you're the cream of the crop, and we all love you. but my hands are tied.
You are a miserable worm. I'll be in the cafe. Call me when you find a challenger worth my time.
I guess I gotta get rid of the wizard for her, too. Topaz, we're at 5 already. Fantastic.
Hello.
Why, it's a citizen of the Emerald City in my arena. How's the old place doing?
You're from the city?
Nah, but I've wandered through a number of times. In fact, that's...
He's like, well, he's like one step away than, yeah, see?
I'm Petra. Why are you called Woot the Wanderer?
My name's Woot, and I wander.
Wandering anywhere.
Well, in my younger days, I was quite the traveler. I came from a little village in Gillikin country. One day I left and never looked back.
Where did you travel?
Oh, I've seen places beyond your wildest dreams. The old days were full of wild and untamed magic, sorcerers and witches and
Yeah, that
all
sounds like
sorts
fun
of crazy
times.
creatures. The world was full of wonder, not like this regulated junk you get nowadays. I fought in the war just like everybody else, but nothing was the same after that.
No, it wasn't.
I wasn't the same.
Let's have
either.
PTSD together.
Just for wandering. So I set up shop here.
What is this place?
Oh, you mean you don't know?
That's why, otherwise, why wouldn't I be asking?
Well, I know all about wandering. You're standing in Woot's wild arena of the arcane. It is here that the greatest wizards, witches, sorcerers, magicians, and conjurers come to do battle.
Wizards and witches? You mean you organize magic duels?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's a little taste of the old days, right here at Woot's wild arena of the arcane.
I mean, as long as they're licensed, they should be fine, right?
Aren't magic duels against the law?
Of course they are.
Oh, okay, I like this guy.
You got a special license. As long as the duels are strictly regulated.
That's what I thought.
What kind of regulations?
Just 2, but they are biggies. Number 1, no magic outside.
No bare feet.
And number 2, during the fight, only 1 spell can be cast at a time. Can't have magic spells mixing together. You never know what's going to happen.
Don't cross the streams.
When is the next fight?
Whenever I say it is. There are many magic users left, and our current champion is so good that nobody wants to face her. Well, nobody but the wizard.
The wizard? The Wizard of Oz?
Mr. Great and
Oh,
Powerful
so he is here. Okay.
Well,
I thought he pieced
well,
out.
well.
Or pieced out back to
Wizard
Kansas.
of Oz now working at a pathetic magic duel arena in Quadling country. An interesting development, that's for sure. I'm looking for something called a keystone. Do you know where it is?
I've seen plenty of keys and my fair share of stones. But a keystone? I can't say that I do.
Oh, well.
Did an expedition team come this way?
We get all sorts of crowds come through here. I wouldn't know one from the other.
See you around, Woot.
Posters are everywhere. This Mombi broad sure gets around. Alright. See if the wizard's hanging out here.
No, no, no! I am this close to giving up on you, Ugu. No talking, please. No talking. Try it again. You're not listening to me. Lead with your elbow. No, your other elbow. You're hopeless. Come on, let her rip. No, no, no.
I don't know if it's like filler conversation or he's actually like
In my day,
stands there and being eerily quiet. Okay. Okay, I think it's filler conversation until I actually talk to one of
All
them.
right, let's try it again. Lead with
Lights are an
your
accident
elbow.
waiting to happen. Alright, maybe we get to cause one. Or
Watch
we
your
prove
feet.
witness to one.
Oh, this is just embarrassing. Come on, let her rip.
Hey, you busy?
Who are you?
I'm Petra.
Well, Petra, I hope you're here to put me out of my misery.
That can be arranged.
Not. I'm trying to teach this idiot how to fight. Ugo! What are you trying to do? Catch butterflies? Strike hard and fast. I want to see that wand smoke. Kids these days, you would know magic.
This is a rolled pant leg.
In the face.
Who are you?
Oh, how soon they forget. I'm known as.
Oh, there's a button. Okay, I didn't see it earlier.
Wizard? You mean the Wizard of Oz?
That's right, but I'm just a wizard nowadays.
Not even a Mr. Wizard?
What's the Wizard of Oz doing in a place like this?
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
Every school kid knows the story. You used to rule Oz. What are you doing fighting in magic duels in the middle of Quadling country?
Okay, first of all, I don't compete, I just coach. And second
Fair
of all,
enough.
it's none of your business. This overgrown lummox is Ugu. He's got a tiny bit of magic talent.
Really, the audio clips are cut out now and then, but it's fun.
What sort of magic does he do?
Poorly.
Parlor tricks. He's got some talent. He just doesn't have any brains to go with it.
Close-up card magic.
Not a
Shell game.
So why are you bothering?
You see any other contenders around here? You work with what you got.
Why are you just a coach? You should be in the ring.
Yeah, and if wishes were gumps, we would all fly, right?
I guess.
Look, I'm all washed up. Those who can't do, teach.
But still.
Leave it!
I used to read stories of the Great Wizard of Oz. He seemed so powerful and larger than life. I guess it's true what they say. You should never meet your heroes.
Continue not paying attention to the man behind the curtain.
Keystone? What do you want with the keystone?
You know about the Keystone?
No, I don't.
If you know anything, you've got to tell me. I'm on a mission from Queen Ozma herself to find them.
Sure you are.
Why doesn't anyone ever believe me?
I wonder if there's an item we can show them to prove
Just
it.
forget about the keystone, okay?
I didn't even think of that.
Like the rest of Glinda's tower, it's locked up tight.
Okay, so if I go to the tower, I probably can't get in.
Tower.
I said forget it.
So he's bad at not letting things slip.
How do I get into Glinda's tower?
You can't.
How do you know that?
I used to work with Glinda. She taught me all the magic I know. We fought together in the war. I know how powerful she was. Nothing can get past the spell she put on that door. Not even me.
So you knew Glinda?
Knew her? Of course I knew her. When everyone called me a fake and a humbug, she took me in.
I mean, you were a fake and a
I
humbug.
know about magic. And more.
More?
Biblically more?
For your time.
Sure. Ugo, did I say stop? No.
Alright, button get.
In my day, we'd eat wizards like you for breakfast.
He doesn't look like he's enjoying himself.
All right.
Alright, we can't talk to him now. Okay.
Lead with the elbow support.
Calf here. Talk with Mombi, I'm guessing.
A cake? That's bad for my figure. What else do you have?
We have...
Dad culture will kill you.
No.
One light snack.
I require something far more substantial.
That's all we have left.
Or maybe I can get her a pie or something from the diner.
We'll get more in tomorrow.
See to it.
I love that you can hear the customer service contempt in her voice. Always pretty popular around here. All right.
Could I ask you a few questions? Hello?
He's
He keeps
dooting.
playing his little pipe, ignoring me completely.
Rope is not interactive. Button. What they have on display looks pretty good. Purple cups in honor of Mommy's home country.
Evening.
Uh-huh.
What are you selling back there?
Coffee.
That's all?
We got some food, too.
I'm looking for a keystone. Would you know where I can find it?
I just work here. If you want food,
I love her.
I'm your girl. Otherwise, I got things to do.
That's what I love about the countryside. The locals are so charming.
Fuck off.
What can you tell me about Mombi?
Why don't you ask her yourself? She's right over there.
What sort of food are you selling?
We're offering a 2-for-1 special today.
Okay.
A slice of cake and a small snack. Only 5 emeralds.
Sure,
Give
why
me the
not?
Special.
You got it. 1 heavy cake and 1 light snack.
Oof. That slice of cake weighs a ton. But that snack hardly weighs anything.
We're gonna need those for something.
Oh well, I suppose it evens out. Thanks for your time, miss.
Uh-huh.
Hey, over here.
Oh.
Hello.
I'll talk to you in a minute, Rope.
My name's Petra. I have some questions for you.
Over here.
Questions? How quaint. Very well. Ask.
Who are you?
If you have to ask that question, you do not deserve an audience with me.
Hold on. I know your name is
I'm
Mom.
glad to subdue the Rope while you're talking to somebody else.
From Gilligan. Once upon a time, my magic was known to both enthrall and terrify.
Okay,
And what little glory remains is here, in this pitiful arena. Does that...
I mean, I appreciate your dedication to the craft.
Yes. Yes, it does. I'm looking for a keystone.
Over here.
Do you know where it is?
Perhaps I do, perhaps I don't. Such is the way of magic.
I need to find it.
We all need lots of things.
Hey, over here.
It's a shame I can't help you.
Do you know anything about the tower outside?
Yeah, again, we probably have to clear out the wizard.
It's an eyesore. I would have it torn down if I could.
Over here.
Looks fine to me, but okay. Some old rivalry.
How did you get to be champion?
By being the best, of course.
Over here.
Not that the rabble here are any challenge.
Thanks for your time, Mom.
So she's also classist.
The pleasure was all yours, I'm sure.
Hey, over here.
Are you talking to me?
There we go.
Hey, lady, can you bust me out of here?
How would I go about doing that?
You're a rope.
I'm a prisoner is what I am. Can you help me out? I'll be very grateful.
Like, it would be some way to get this guy to shut up, so.
How come you can talk?
Because I'm a magic rope.
Ask a stupid question. How'd you end up here?
I was captured. Captured and subjected to cruel tortures. That joker down there, his name is Kiki Aru. He's a fake. He tied me into a permanent knot and forces me to dance.
What's a permanent knot?
It's a knot that can't be undone. I'm bound to him.
Hence the permanent.
Pretend he's a wizard.
Okay.
Is it so bad? What does a rope need with freedom anyway?
Also, I feel like maybe we should be whispering instead of yelling at this rope right above the guy who imprisoned him.
What can I do to help?
Do you know any unbinding magic?
Sorry, no.
I was
Not currently. Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, lady.
Let's go check the tower out. Won't budge. Doors made of solid stone. Must open by magic. Okay. It's all the rubies. So we just need topaz. Actually, it might just be topaz. I haven't seen any other kinds, so. Tower stretches up as far as we can see. As you can see, trees. I don't like them. Don't trust them. You never know where they're hiding. I mean, the trees in the movie were dicks, so that kind of scans up. Hey, free rock. Okay, back to town. Let's see if there's any knowledge pills to grab for everybody we just met.
I desire knowledge. Tell me about Quadling country. I desire knowledge.
Just gonna grab all the new ones and pound them all at once. Alright.
You got any info on... I desire knowledge. Tell me about Winky country. I desire... What do you got on the town of Flo? I desire knowledge.
Glad these are free.
Give me the public record of Nick Chopper, the governor of Winky country.
Pretty sure we already got Dorothy and Awesome, but I'll check after we start popping them. Unfortunately, it doesn't check against like the knowledge you have, just the pills you have in pocket. Alright, Ginger, TikTok. Frogman.
Give me the public record of the Frogman.
I don't think we got Western Witch. Or
Give me
Galinda.
the public record of the Western Witch.
Alright, we'll pop all those pills after the ad break.
I desire not... Give me the public record of Glinda, the Witch of the South.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, we'll pop a bunch of knowledge pills after the ad break. Kills pre-rolls, so be right back. Knowledge pill, also. There we go. So yeah, I think we just drop them on me. Okay, so we do have Scarecrow. Oh, we already had Glinda, okay. And Companion of Lion and Dorothy. Oh, fell in love with an evil witch's servants. Was that Ami, maybe? Okay. Okay, we got Ginger and Ozma already, too. Cool, cool, cool. So there'll be a couple repeats, but nothing major. Town of Flow. Do. Took her castle apart. Nick Chopper built a city out of it. Okay, that's cool. Kind of a lazy naming convention, but whatever. Better than just naming it after some asshole, I guess. Alright. Little's known other reclusive frogman other than his eclectic lifestyle. I feel like the camera's off center again, but that's worse. That's alright. Okay. Yeah, I know I bumped it earlier today. I didn't realize how far. Okay. Ozzy of wealth and means. He lives in a secluded villa. Yep. Okay, cool. Alright. So basically the same info already gave me. Yep. Info quality country we already basically had, but I like filling out journals. From which had a name. It was lost 40 years ago, which was killed by Dorothy Gale. Okay. Might not have been as bad as the wicked nickname implied. But we had at least one more, but that might have been it. Alright, cool. Caught up on that front. Talking about
Scraps.
Scraps about smuggling and about dropping off some buttons.
I've got some buttons for you.
You do? Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, do I mean thank you?
Alright. Oh, it's inspired by Bruce Timm. Fair enough. Petra on a gump. I thought this said as a gump for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Here are some more drawings. Enjoy.
Scraps.
Hello.
The frogman sent me.
Oh, that cute little man.
Cute's a word for it.
His magic paintbrush.
Okay.
A magic paintbrush. Sure, yes, that's me.
Here you go.
Thanks, Scraps.
Anytime, neighbor.
So, what's so magic about this paintbrush?
Oh, it's horrible. Or do I mean wonderful? Either way, it lets you paint whatever you think about.
Is that right?
It can only be used twice, though. So tell the frogman to speak to me if he wants more.
Okay.
I'll remember. Bye, Scraps.
Toodaloo!
Scraps.
Hello!
Bye, Scraps.
Toodaloo!
Alright, we'll see if we can go talk to Jack, because I feel like we might have to get the paintbrush smuggled out. Well, this place doesn't seem to be an option, so I guess we can just take it with us.
Sawhorse,
Yeah,
can you take me to the frogman?
it's okay with the
Hello. Petra, was it?
I should also stop at the diner to see if we can't get some of that pie.
What can you tell me about the Frogman?
Guess we'll get some intel while we're
Anything
here.
I can tell you. He can tell you himself.
Thanks.
What do you do for the Frogman?
I am his personal assistant. Anything he needs me to do, I do.
Anything?
That conjures up an image I don't want in my head. I see.
That's not what I was saying. I was thinking maybe like doing murders for him and stuff, but okay.
Do you know anything about the Keystone?
You would have to ask the Frogman about that.
Okay.
Do you know if an expedition team came to this area?
A group of explorers came through here several months ago, yes.
Do you know where they went?
Oops. I think it was a matter of just, you know, I mean, you'd have to ask the Frogman, so whatever.
Yeah, Nimmy, what is it?
Petra, to see you again, sir.
Again? Send her in. Have you got that item I asked for?
I do.
I've got your paintbrush.
Huh? You really got it?
Yeah.
Right here.
I don't believe it. I gave you that job just to get you out of my hair.
What hair?
You are more resourceful than I imagined.
Fair enough.
Resourceful? Right. If only all my jobs were that simple. What can I say? I told you so.
With you on my payroll, there's no doubt that I can expand my business into the city. This calls for a drink. Nimmy!
I can get behind that.
Yes, sir?
Bring us 2 martinis on the double.
Yes,
You-
sir.
Literally have a mini bar table right here,
I've
bro.
got to get going.
Bruh.
Must you? We haven't had our drink yet.
I'll take a rain check. I've got to set up our operations in Emerald City.
Of course, of course. Come back soon. We'll have that drink together.
It's a date. Ugh.
So you're working for us now, huh?
Is that a problem?
No. But since you're working for us, you can make
There
a
we
small
go.
delivery for me.
Get your
Perfect.
facts straight, sister. I'm nobody's errand girl.
That's literally what we got hired for.
I've got seniority. You don't just work for the Frogman. You also work for me.
Fine. What do you want?
Bring this locket to the governor.
Okay.
Why?
Just do it.
I want to argue, but I don't want to raise any suspicions. Fine. Just this once.
Did she literally have his heart? Alright, lock it for you.
I was asked to give this to you.
Where'd you get that?
Nimmy, the Frogman's assistant.
Oh, is that what she calls herself? Well, I don't want her apology. And I don't want that locket.
Okay.
So when you see her next, you just give that piece of junk back to her.
Okay.
And tell her to stick it where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
You're all heart, Tin Man.
You don't know the half of it.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna ask about the pie.
Miss Cake.
Hi, Petra.
Well, I've got a dash.
Sure, come back anytime.
So much for that plan. Alright, I guess we'll head up and continue Locket quest.
Sawhorse.
Yeah,
Can you take me to the Frogman's?
it's a...
Doop 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 doop.
Petra?
Missing me. How do you know Governor Chopper?
Oh, it was a long time ago. It's really none of your affair.
You got me involved by giving me that locket, so it is my affair.
Is it
It was a
though?
mistake. Just forget it.
The governor won't take your locket.
He won't. Did
Nope.
he say why?
No.
He said for you to stick it where the sun don't shine.
He really said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would I lie?
He must hate me.
A little bit.
Not wishing
Seems
you
like
any
it.
goodwill, that's for sure.
I...
Nimia Me seems to be the type who doesn't express her emotions often. But right
say
now,
so.
she's struggling to keep a lid on them.
I wonder if Nimia Me is like an,
You never know when it can
an
be useful.
anagram or something.
Enough. Do you need to see the frogman or not?
No.
Then leave, and stop wasting my time.
Alright, well, we still have the locket. So maybe we can ask a little bit more. Since you seem flustered.
Governor Chopper?
Yeah.
There we go.
So, what's the deal with you and Nimia Me?
I thought I told you to leave it. It's ancient history. She made her choice.
So, what?
I thought she made.
Alright, we can't get any more out of that.
We'll talk more.
If you say.
Hello again, Shaggy. Have you ever met Nimia Me?
Well, I know of her.
Do you know what happened between her and the Tin Man?
I figure I guess him or Cake.
Obvious?
Yeah.
A love story gone wrong. I can understand what he's going through.
How do you know what the Tin Man is going through? Are you in love with someone?
He's got a crush on the
No.
Pie House girl.
No.
Clearly.
Forget I said anything.
Okay.
You're in love with Miss Cake, aren't you?
Have you tried talking to her?
No. Hey, why would you
Funny
think
advice
that?
coming from me, but whatever.
I'm a detective. I know these things.
Alright.
And I'm not blind.
You won't you won't tell her, will you?
Don't worry. Your secret is safe. For now.
Okay, they were gonna make a quest of it anyway.
Have you told Miss Cake how you feel?
No, I can't.
Why not?
She's so sophisticated and what's a word? Worldly. She's traveled all over Oz. I've barely left this town. She wouldn't be interested in.
Didn't you just talk to some of the Gumpsy service to get facts about the world, or what?
Go on, talk to Miss Cake. You never know, do you?
I don't know what to say to her. See, I'm not good
I'm
with.
gonna have to go get some intel, like, about what she cares
I
about.
never went to school.
I'm looking for evidence against the Frogman.
You are?
Yeah, can you tell me anything?
No.
Okay.
Come on, don't be a sap. He's got his hooks into you somehow.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why don't you talk to Miss Cake again?
I told you. I never went to school. I don't know how to talk. I bet you went to.
Sort of. I recently enrolled.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a follow-up. That's cool.
Lucky.
See you around, Shaggy.
I mean, I guess I could get him a knowledge pill and then Like, I don't know if the candy trick's gonna work twice, though.
Miss Cake,
Hi, Petra.
what do you think of Shaggy?
I don't really think anything. The man hardly says a word to me.
Well, I've got a dash.
Sure, come back anytime.
Alright, yeah, we'll try the pill thing. So that's the closest I can think of going to school.
I desire knowledge.
Oh, vocabulary lessons. There we go.
Pill on basic vocabulary. I don't need vocabulary lessons.
Okay, so we're gonna store it regardless.
They are not created for taste, but I'm glad you enjoy them.
What do you know? He's fooled.
Again, I didn't expect that to have to happen twice. Alright. Vocabulary lessons for my boy. Maybe he'll be more willing to share information.
Hey, I thought about
After I help him out.
What problem?
your little romantic problem. This pill might help.
If he turns into a living thesaurus, I'm going to be a little disappointed, but whatever.
What does it do?
It teaches you how to speak correctly.
It teaches? Is it from the, university?
You got it. Go on, take it.
Well, I shouldn't.
You can think of me as a teacher, if it makes you feel better.
I don't feel any, different.
Maybe it takes some time to work.
Perhaps, you're right. If the intent of this small pill was to add color to the gray tones of my simple life, then it has failed.
That'd be even here changing. That's cool.
Too great for such a small pill to make much of an impact, I'm afraid.
What?
I am merely explaining that your intentions, while good-natured, have come to naught.
No, that worked. Alright.
The delightful Miss Cake will remain forever out of my reach, though my heart cries out to her. But I do thank you, regardless, most assuredly.
You're wrong, it worked.
I should have done the red leather thing.
I assure you that my speech is the same as it ever was. As slow
How did I get here?
as a lost woozy in the deep Gillikin jungles of the
Whoa.
great Lurleen. My speech, it's unimpaired. What freedom this is! I can verbalize, conjugate, and separate noun from verb with aplomb and grace. Words pour from my brain like golden jewels off a sparkling waterfall. Wait, was that a metaphor? I can do metaphors. I can even do similes, analogies, or even an allegory if I so wished.
That's great. Go hit on somebody.
Glad to hear it. Now
She's
maybe
as
you
thrilled
can
as
do
I
something
am.
for me. Tell me about the Frogman.
Oh, who cares about the Frogman? He
I
can
do.
keep that worthless spell.
Spell?
Spell?
The Woodsia spell.
Woodsia?
Yes, see? Woodsia!
Levitation.
It makes wood float. For a Gump mechanic, it makes the job
Okay.
so much easier.
That's incredibly specific, but
But who cares about making wood float when my heart is soaring? I am off to sweep the fair Miss Cake off her feet. Onward to glory!
I'm trying to think of where there'd be wood that I would need to
But it
float.
wasn't that.
Or it's not made out of wood, it's too heavy to float. Okay. Now let's go see how they're doing. Can we make the horse fly? I don't know where that would take me, though.
One is such a cold and lonely number. I cast it away. It shall never be uttered in my presence.
Why'd you have to get weird about it, dude?
I'm sorry? Is there anything I can help you with?
Only the rest of my life.
I beg your pardon?
I can contain myself no longer. My heart is so full that it is nearly bursting. Miss Cake, ever since you came to this town, I have thought of nothing else but you. You are
You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
gray and featureless world.
He's into it. She doesn't know who the fuck you are.
Is to gaze upon you and become entranced in the depths of your eyes. You but need to smile upon me, and my world becomes full of color and light.
I mean, I know the feeling, but
Those
you
are
gotta
some
chill.
Fancy words, Shaggy. That's the most you've said to me in months.
Ugh.
As I said, I could not contain myself.
You've been coming in here for months, and you barely say a word to me. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me.
She's right.
But I do. I know I am incomplete without you. I am nothing if I...
Stop it. Just stop it. I think you should leave.
But dearest, why? I've just bared my soul to you.
In the weirdest way
Here
possible.
with your fancy words, and you think you can just... what? Sweep me off my feet? Change my life? I've had enough of that foolishness back in Munchkin country. I don't need it here. Get out of here, Shaggy, and don't come back.
Got his ass.
But...
Go!
Well, that worked out wonderfully.
I mean, I feel bad for him, but at the same
That's the
time.
last time I play matchmaker. Miss Cake,
Hi, Petra.
I'm curious what match breaking's gonna entail, but huh?
maybe you could give Shaggy a second chance.
After the way he treated me, I came out here to get away from men like that.
Men like what?
Men who think they can impress me with fancy words just because I'm a simple farm girl. What good is fancy talk when there's work to be done?
Oh, so we just gotta show him being productive.
Well, I've got it.
Sure.
Alright, chat with him again.
Hello, Shaggy.
Greetings, O green-clad maiden of the Emerald City.
Maiden.
I am afraid you are not catching me at my best.
I mean, I already saw you at your worst, so.
I saw what happened.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm afraid you witnessed a most terrible incident.
You brought it upon yourself.
My heart is split in twain. My stomach is churning.
Well, I can get you Pepto-Bismol for one of those.
Thoughts that fill my head. So many words, and they are all useless.
That's just being a writer, dude. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry things didn't work out.
Don't blame yourself. It was my own fault. That infernal pill! Had I not been so desperate, I would have realized the folly of such an action. If there was only a way I could forget what I learned. A way to
Oblivion
recall my
pills.
speech to
I
the
have some.
oblivion where it once lived.
I'll see what I can do.
You have done enough.
Tell me more about the Woodsia spell.
A spell used for the levitation of wood.
We'll get our info, then I'll give him the pill.
My gumps come equipped with it. That is why they are ranked among the best in all of Oz. I should not have shared it with you.
Don't worry, I'm licensed.
You are? Then there was no harm done.
How did you get the Woodsia spell?
That is a private matter. Best not discussed.
Come on, Shaggy. I need to know.
Oh, what does it matter? My life is in ruins anyway. The Frogman gave it to me. He
Yeah.
has access to all sorts of black market spells and artifacts.
But you're licensed. I see the certificate on the wall right there.
A clever forgery.
Oh.
It's blackmail money. Why did you agree to such a thing?
My business was in shambles. I could barely make ends meet. The Woodsia spell enables my Gumps to be the best in the kingdom.
Was it worth it?
No, I am forced to give most of my earnings to the Frogman. I am just as poor.
Looks like we only have 4 or 5 more gems in this
It's worse
segment,
now.
so.
How?
If I refuse to pay or close the garage...
But I remember there were some pretty long gaps between quests before, so we'll see what
I'm
happens.
trapped.
Alright.
Tell me more about the wood.
A spell. All my...
Don't worry.
Same thing, okay.
Goodbye, Shaggy.
Goodbye.
Alright. So we got the Oblivion Pill still.
Here, try one of these pills.
More pills? Have you lost your mind?
These are Oblivion pills. They make you forget.
Forget? They can help me forget the knowledge I have gained?
Yes, you'll be back to your old self.
Very well. Give them here. It surely can't make me feel any worse.
Now, how did TikTok do it? I want you to forget all the knowledge that elocution pill gave you. Say, red leather, yellow leather.
Huh?
Alright, he's back.
To square one. Shaggy, do you remember anything that just happened?
Wait, Miss,
Maybe I need to give her a pill, too.
What about Miss Cake?
I insulted Miss Cake!
Yes, you did.
I was,
I still don't know what to do with this rock, too.
Maybe you should tell her that.
Yes, yes, you're right. Thank you.
Alright, let's go shake that out. See how that shakes out, I should say.
She did what?
A pill, yeah.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard. A little itty pill did all that.
Made me act, funny.
Funny is right. I never heard such nonsense.
It was stupid, and, I'm sorry.
Stupid is right, but I suppose it was sweet, in its way.
You're not, mad?
No, maybe it's the mountains. I just can't stay mad when I'm near the mountains.
Bitches love
You,
mountains.
Like the mountains?
Of course, it's beautiful up there.
Have you ever seen them from above? You know, in a gump?
In a gump? No, I haven't.
How did you get
We
here?
could, go for a ride
A gump ride through the mountains?
tomorrow night?
I think I'd like that.
Get some.
Really? Great. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow night.
It's a date. And Shaggy,
Uh-huh.
when we go, we won't talk. You don't have to say a word.
Well, that was easy.
Miss Cake.
Hi, Petra.
So, you've got a date with Shaggy now.
Yes, he is kind of sweet, in his way. He works so hard and he needs someone to help him enjoy life. It's hard to stay mad at him. Just don't drug him again, okay?
Oh.
Fair enough.
He told you about that.
You know he told her about that.
Everything.
We were just
But
there.
I guess we owe you for getting us together. So you have my thanks.
Since you owe me, can you tell me more about the Frogman?
Oh, the Frogman. I almost forgot all about him.
The guy sucks.
What's his deal with you? How'd he get his hooks into you?
He
Can
saved
I
my
get some
restaurant.
freaking pie?
Do you know how hard it is to grow munchkin food in this country? It's impossible without magic.
You seem to be doing pretty well.
You mean these plants? The
I
garden
gotta stop streaming,
outside,
so
they don't grow
tired.
on their own. They were all grown with a spell called Bigoth.
Oh? Oh!
Makes plants
Yes,
grow
well.
faster.
Oh.
I think I know where this is going. Once you started using the spell and your diner became successful, the Frogman came along to demand more money.
It seemed so harmless at the time, just a little magic. But now he's threatening to expose me unless I pay him 70% of everything I earn.
Shaggy got the same deal, you know. He's in just as deep as you are.
Well, we have that
I
in
remember
common, at
plants that
least.
we would need to grow.
I need proof of the Frogman's deals. Where can I get it?
I think he keeps all his documents in
That's
his
what I
study.
figured. Documents, okay.
I've been in his study. I didn't find any documents.
Well, you were too busy talking to him.
I was there too. But when I left, I thought I heard him say a magic word.
Ah.
Word. What word?
That probably hides the cupboard that he's
I think it
posing with in the
was
photo.
Telepo something.
Telepo something.
Yes, I think it's part of a magic spell.
More magic. This just gets deeper and deeper. Well, I've got a dash.
Sure, come back anytime.
Yeah, because there are all the flowers out front of the place, but they weren't interactive in any way before. Unless it just didn't give me the option until I got the spell. That sign's definitely made out of wood, but okay.
Looking forward? Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
I don't know why that clicked through so fast, but yeah, it's for the date, okay. The gum part's also definitely made of wood, alright, but yeah, let me try it on this guy.
Do you mind?
Sorry.
Or maybe I need to do that at the,
Of course.
Yeah.
at the
Can you
villa.
take me to the Frogman's villa?
It's okay with the boss, so...
Because, yeah, he parks by the window. Probably climb up the, yeah, float up by the window, learn the magic word, and then see what that does for me. Aha!
It looks like the Frogman is casting a spell.
Renan or Ortrit.
Teleportrait.
Rats. What did he say? Ortrit. Sounds like the second half of a magic spell.
Put two and two together, dingus.
First Telepo, and now Ortrit. Put them
Okay.
together and you get Teleportrait. That sounds like a magic word if I've ever heard one. I wonder what it does.
Oh, but it'd have to be a portrait of myself, right?
Missing me. I'm here to see the Frogman.
This way. Petra's here to see you again.
Nimi, what did I tell you about knocking first? Since you mention it, yes.
Disturb you from what? Staring out the window, counting your money?
What's got
She's
into
gotten
you?
sassy. Oh,
Nothing.
the Tin Man thing's gotten under her skin.
Candy.
Interesting.
What got into her?
I have no idea.
So, tell me about our operations in the Emerald City.
I don't know, you haven't given me anything to do there.
I've got an office set up.
Really? Whereabouts?
Plumley Street.
A good choice. I hear that area's rotten.
Oh yeah, that has come up before how much of a shithole it is.
Perfect. Sure.
Okay.
Excellent! This calls for another drink! Nimmy!
What?
Get us 2 martinis, on the double.
Why don't you get them yourself?
Alright, so he's gonna leave and I can use the portrait.
You heard me. Is that all I'm good for around here? Answering your door, fetching your drinks? You don't appreciate me at all.
Nimmy, please! That's not true at all.
Oh, put a sock in it.
Nimmy! Just a minute, I'll deal with this.
See ya.
Drama. I hate drama. Still, it gives me a chance to look around. Teleportrait. That didn't work. Maybe I'm missing something. If there was only a way to see the Frogman cast a spell himself. This painting could use a little touching up.
There we go. I didn't realize we still had it. They told me to give it to him, but...
There we go. Much better.
They said it only had 2 uses, so I probably have to use it to, change it back.
Teleportrait.
Schwart?
That seems to have worked. I better finish up and get out of here before the frog comes back. Haha! I've hit the jackpot.
Okay.
Names, dates, account numbers. These files have it all. That tin Seamus has got to help me now.
Alright, anything else?
Teleportrait. I better fix this before the frogman comes back.
Okay, she did it automatically.
Finished. Just in time, too. The paintbrush has gone dry.
Rip.
I'll just stuff it behind the couch.
Did stuff it automatically? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Oh. Sure this is, but I've been one for art. The sawhorse down below. Tell myself I need to keep a clear head. Okay. Oops. Alright, head back. Kind of curious if there's a way to resolve the Tin Man stuff, but
I have something I think you
with
want.
Nimi, I mean.
Oh, really?
A folder of documents straight from the Frogman's files.
You're pulling my leg.
No, really. Take a look at this.
Okay. Just give me a few minutes to look these over. You weren't kidding. This is just the evidence I've been looking for.
Yeah, get his ass.
Names, businesses, financial transactions.
Yeah, that's what I said when I picked
No
it up.
lawyer in all of Oz can defend against this. We've got him.
Couldn't happen to a more deserving guy.
You've done a good thing here today.
Frogman defrogged.
Winky Country will be a much better place with the Frogman.
But he's rich, so yeah, fuck that guy.
Glad to hear it. Now, let's talk payment. Tell me how to get to the Keystone.
Huh? Oh, right. The Sawhorse will take you. Just tell him to take you to Winky Ravine.
Oh, yeah, the one they
I'm
mentioned.
gonna go round up a posse and go grab that frog.
Alright, so it should be just going to the ravine then as our last objective for this.
Sawhorse,
Yeah.
I need to go to Winky Ravine.
All right, but I go under protest.
That's fair. Whee! Alright, any buttons before we go? Probably not. It seems like all the ones that don't have a button anywhere are ones where you could potentially miss grabbing it, so... Yeah, okay, it's just the glimmer from the progress bar. Alright. So, sent to find, I wonder how much it's worth. Okay. Blink.
Ha! Free at last! What's this? A waterfall? It figures I'd come back near water.
That's the witch! You brought back the wicked witch!
Boo!
Ah!
Ha! That felt good. You, girl, you brought me back.
Yes, and the name is Petra.
Petra, it's an honor.
It is?
For you, yes.
Yeah, but isn't her spirit going to be bound to the rod?
My nerves. Is there a way to put her back in the rod?
Or did we drop her off
How
at the
long has it
Keystone
been
from
since
the
I
rod?
died? 40 years? Is that fake wizard still in charge?
No, Queen Ozma rules Oz now.
Well, maybe I can get her to bother the wizard
There's an Ozma on the throne? Imagine that.
to free up
With it. You summoned me. What?
the arena. Alright.
Can you tell me what the spirit rod is?
I have no idea. For 40 years I was dead and then bang. I'm stuck in a magic rod with 3 other bickering witches. One of them was my sister, too.
So you don't know how you got in there?
No, don't know, don't care.
Oh, that's gonna
That's all that
gonna play a
matters.
part in the finale probably, finding out why they were in there. And or
Why are
how.
you carrying an umbrella?
I'm allergic to water. Most witches are when they get to a certain age.
Oh yeah, I read about that. That's how you died, right?
You read about it?
Every school kid knows about it.
That means they know how I died?
Pretty much.
How undignified.
Alright.
Dorothy Gale says hi.
That name means nothing to me.
Really? Didn't she?
It means nothing.
Fair enough. Alright, Hope.
Don't do anything funny.
Whatever do you mean?
I've heard the stories. You tried to take over Oz.
What do you take me for? I'm dead. What do I need to rule Oz for? Besides, you said it yourself. Ozma is on the throne. She's the proper queen. I won't move against her.
I'm looking for
I
someone.
wonder if we can use the portrait thing on the... I think there was a photo of us back at the
His
office.
name is William. I was told that you might have the power to help find him.
Ooh.
As Witch of the West, I can tell you this much. He's not in Winky country.
Okay.
After all this time, I stopped expecting a helpful answer. So why was it still so disappointing? Thanks anyway.
Hey, William's her brother. Okay.
Nothing. I just came to free you.
Free me? Why? Nobody owes me any favors.
Well, it's not you that we need. It's the Keystone.
This hunk of rock? What for?
The Keystones strengthen our magical defenses.
Is that what this is? Yes. Yes, I can feel it.
I can feel the
This
cosmos.
is powerful magic. I can feel it sustaining me.
I have to go.
Fine, fine.
Can I swap it for this one? Okay.
Come on, get back over here.
Not a chance!
She's harmless.
Harmless?
I'm only gonna say this one more time. Get back here. It's time for us to get out of here.
Oh, Frogman's pissed.
No, it's time for you to die.
Oh, well, rip.
Oh, for Lurline's sake.
What is that?
The Wicked Witch? How fascinating. Still, that won't stop me. Petra, we could have done wonderful things. Instead, you threw it all away. Why?
I'm here to save Oz.
Did Oz ask you to save it? Oz has managed to
point.
survive this long.
It's finished, Frogman. Just give up with dignity.
I'm afraid not. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. I am not without defenses of my own.
I mean, I haven't escaped.
The Wand of Ivaldo. Smuggled
The guy
to
from
me
Soul
the
Calibur?
distant Kingdom of Ev. This wand belonged to the cruel King of Ev.
Okay.
With this wand, he terrorized the land. Now, I shall terrorize you!
A child's toy.
Okay.
Impudent witch!
We could defeat the Frogman,
This land anymore. I'm in charge.
or we could come back after this cliffhanger.
I'm back.
You can't.
It should have quit when I got the blue thing. So yeah, we'll come back and whoop frog ass next week because I'm really tired. And I've been breaking these up by gem color. So blues are done. We will return. Remember up until you entered this area? Okay, so I might have to go through. At least we can click through the witch conversation again, but that's fine. Easy peasy. Alright.